Imagine it's 1830. You have an urgent message to send from New York to California. Your only option? A horse. Your letter will face weeks of treacherous terrain, weather, and exhaustion. In this era, distance was a wall that no one could climb. But in 1837, an American inventor named Samuel Morse began to tear that wall down. Morse didn't just invent a machine, he invented a new language. By pulsing electricity through a wire, the telegraph allowed people to talk across hundreds of miles using nothing but dots and dashes. In 1844, the first long-distance message zipped from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore. What hath God wrought? Suddenly, news that used to take weeks arrived in seconds. This was the Victorian Internet, and it fundamentally changed how the US government, railroads, and newspapers operated. But the world wanted more than clicks. They wanted a human connection. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell pushed the boundaries even further. He realized that sound waves could be converted into electrical signals. When he uttered the famous words, "Mr. Brate, Watson, come here," the telephone was born. For the first time in human history, you could hear the warmth and emotion of a loved one's voice from miles away. America began to shrink as telephone wires crisscrossed the nation, turning isolated towns into a connected society. As the 20th century dawned, communication went wireless. Radio brought the voice of the president into every American living room, and television added sight to sound, making the nation a witness to history as it happened. However, the biggest leap was yet to come. During the height of the Cold War, the US Department of Defense needed a way to protect data in case of a nuclear strike. In 1969, they launched ARPANET, the skeleton of what we now call the Internet. By the 1990s, this military project evolved into the World Wide Web, a global town square accessible to everyone. Today, we carry the sum of all human knowledge in our pockets. We have transitioned from tapping a telegraph key in a dusty office to beaming high-definition video calls from the palm of our hands. It took 150 years of American grit and ingenuity to perfect the art of the instant, turning a silent, disconnected world into a global community that never sleeps.